The spot with your host, Prophet Pete and DJ Shawn Recognize.
Yo, you already know who it is. It's your boy. Your girl called me her certified gang member because when I throw it up, she already know I put two in the stink. No, I put one in the pink.
Two in the pink, one in the stink.
One in the stink. You heard? Gang. It's your boy, Prophet Pete.
And it's me, your boy. You know, your girl calls me a handyman. Likes to call me on that late night for that hammer and drill work. Shawn Recognize. What's up, world?
Gang. What's up, world? And for those that don't know where that what's up world or hello world come from, that goes back to the infancy of the internet and the launching and social media and everything. The original message was hello world. Like it really was. So yo, shout out to everybody. You already know we just had the Thanksgiving, Happy Turkey Day, whatever y'all call it.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Indigenous People Day, right? That was Friday.
Thursday.
Or was that Thursday? That was Thursday.
Thanksgiving always on Thursday.
But we sit there and we I gotta give it to the world. I gotta give it to the United States of America. We're able to paint shit pink all the time. Right? The United States of America paint shit pink all the time. We are the most violent individuals in the world when it comes to this. We control a lot of the world because we bullies. I gotta give it to United States. Nigga, we will blow your whole shit up. Y'all ain't gonna do it the way we telling y'all to do it. We gonna come occupy places in your country, sit there, and fuck it all up.
Straight up. That's what we known for.
Right. So don't be mad when people do bully shit in the United States of America.
Yeah.
Because that's the culture that we have bred. That's what we sat there and we cultivated is bullies. So on a lighter note, man, fuck all that bullshit. Fuck all that, all that. How was your Thanksgiving, your Turkey Day, your being that moment that you like, yo, job closes early. We ain't sitting here playing around. We ain't doing no extra stuff today. We going to sleep. We about to go have fun.
For some people had to work all day. All day.
I don't work no days.
Hey, and not everybody can do it like you do it. You know what I mean? But some people had to put them hours in anyway, man, for the holiday and have that dinner on the late night when they get home. When they got back home, the traffic wasn't bad where I was for some reason. I don't know. I just must have caught a good window because I was able to make it to my family's, dinner and good time. You know what I mean? I wasn't even on the road. I mean, it was the ride's supposed to take like an hour, 20 minutes. I made it in, I'd say just under an hour, solid. So that's a good day.
Oh, but in the spot where you at, there ain't no tolls, so you don't got to worry about Easy Pass sending you something in the mail. You're talking about you got to this joint too fast, so you was speeding. And just to let you know, Easy Pass do be watching. They know how long it takes. If you do 90 miles an hour and you get from toll A to toll B, they will send you a ticket in the mail. Just to let you know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, it's wild. It's wild. I'm mad that Google and Apple GPSs tell you when you're doing over the speed limit. This shit is just red.
It does. Yeah, it does. Definitely. Always tells you that.
Yeah.
Even I think Waze did that too. Doesn't Waze do that?
I don't know. I don't use Waze. I don't use it.
I used it in the past. I think they all tell you when you're going over the speed limit. Well, this bullshit, man. I mean, the speed limit is supposed to be, for safety. You know what
For
I mean?
safety.
That's for the novice driver. You know, that's not for the experienced driver. The experienced driver can go a little faster than the speed limit without, causing any harm to anybody around them. 90% of driving, and I always say this, especially to you new drivers, y'all young cats out there. Um, 90% of driving is watching what everybody else is doing on the road. You feel me? You know what you're gonna do already. You don't know what the hell anybody else is gonna do out there until they do it. You feel me? So you just got to be on point and understand the rules of the road. You understand? Like certain things that you do, it's like behavioral patterns. You know what I'm saying? When you go in our library, you keep your voice down. You know what I'm saying? You whisper. You mean when you on the highway or when you on the streets, there's certain things that you do behind that wheel that you know what I mean, you're responsible for. That's kind of like unwritten laws. You understand? Like for instance, if you're approaching a school bus and even if you're coming, opposite way, head on, they're in one lane going this way, you in the other lane going that way. Once that stop sign pops out, boom, you gotta stop. You feel me? Because if there's a kid coming off of the bus and the kid runs in front of the bus to cross the street and you hit that kid,
It's a wrap.
it's
It's a
Rizzo.
wrap.
It's Reynolds.
I didn't even realize it until I forgot what the heck I was doing. Probably it was probably a defensive driving course to get my insurance down. Being from the city,
Yeah,
right? We already know we pay high premiums already, right?
sir. Oh yeah.
I
Some of
did
the
I
highways.
did not know that until I took the defensive driving course that when a bus, even if it's on the opposite side of a two-way street, when that
Uh-huh.
stop sign come out and they let people up, you supposed to stop too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that until
Yeah.
I took this course. So
Mhm.
shout out to defensive driving. And like you said, 90% of trying to avoid accident, it's not what you're doing, it's what somebody else is going to do, anticipating
Yeah,
it.
man.
I,
Driving is defensive, man.
you sit there, worst thing you could do is literally slam on the brakes because now you have no control over nothing. Don't do that. Ease off the gas pedal and do what you need to do. Don't drive 90 miles an hour in the far right lane. That's the slow lane. You need to know what the fast lane is. And that's it.
Yeah, that and let me think. Something else that's real annoying. I see people do out there, like share the road. You know what I mean? Don't get in the fast lane going slow. Don't stay in the far right hand lane when you see somebody trying to merge into traffic. You know what I mean? And now they got to slow down and sometimes stop because your dumb ass is in the way. You know what I mean? Get over to that next lane if you can, or speed up a little bit so that they can get in there. You mean zipper that shit up? And when I say zipper that shit, what I mean is because some people just still don't get this concept to this day, and it boggles my mind. This person goes, then this person goes. Then this person goes, then this person goes. That's what the fuck we mean when we say zipper that shit up. Zipper it up. Zipper it up. All right, let's work together out there. Let's share the road. Come on, people.
but literally, right? That just the way it needs to be. We wouldn't have accidents. The other day, literally being on the road, I pulled out from the subdivision and I pulled out. There's a truck in front of me.
Right.
So I pull out. So I gotta go based on him. I pull out, but this other dude speeding down the road doing like 100 miles an hour
Right.
on a basically a side street. He got mad because I had to slow down because the guy that was in front of me, but you couldn't get in front of him unless you went around him. He went around both of
Right.
us on the wrong side of the street. Just because I said, wow. I said,
Yeah, man. You
was
see.
that really necessary?
Yeah, you see some strange things out there, man. People are just very impatient and not safe. I mean, I've seen people shoot out of like you say, like a subdivision, just come out of the subdivision wide open, not even looking to see if anybody's crossing their path in the middle of the road, and just make the turn out in the middle of the night, man. Anybody could
Yo,
be out there.
it's wild, bro. It's wild. Now, I got to say this down south stuff, right? Being from New York, where everything is always lit up all the
Yeah,
time, 90. 99. We got light during the day. We got light at night. We got light when there's nothing else all the time. The other day, I'm driving from the store. I couldn't even see 2 feet in front of me.
Yeah,
I said,
that's
"Holy shit!"
that's wild. That's scary.
I I said, "Oh my goodness, there's nothing but trees and wild animals out this
Yeah,
motherfucker." I said, "Wow, this is crazy." I just installed another 4 lights on my car so I can light up the world
yeah,
when I hit a switch. Like I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
yeah, yeah. I got
It's
fog. I got fog lights on the front of my car, so if I get in a situation like that, I can hit those lights. But yeah, man. Some people, man. There was this guy driving behind me last week, P Money, and he had one of those GMC. I don't know if it was a GMC truck or not. It could have been Ford. It could have been anything. But he had one of these. No lie, it looked like a halogen lamp underneath his bumper in the front of the truck, right?
oh, he
And
had one of those LED lights, the LED light bars.
next level something, be super spotlight headlight underneath the bumper. You know what I mean? That was just ridiculous, bro. It made you want to pull out a fucking book and just start reading while he was, behind you. And I moved out of his way, and I'm quite sure everybody else he got behind moved out of his way too, because it was ridiculous, bro. It was like not even necessary. We could see just fine with the lights that he had. He was just being extra. I was like, man, like, really, is this what we're
well,
doing now?
I can tell you, on my truck, I really do have the lights that I installed that
Right,
say for off-road use only.
right.
LED lights where it's like I brought the sun to your rear view mirror when I turn those joints on.
Yeah, you're the one. Like, yeah, like one of those. One of those. You that guy. That's what I'm
literally,
talking about. Shit's crazy,
literally, literally. But
crazy, bro.
I already have some vision issues, so me not being able to see is not an option.
Yeah,
So this is one of those reasons why I install these lights. 'Cause it's like I'm not trying to impair nobody while they're driving, but I don't want to crash into nothing or drive off the road either.
yeah.
So, yo, I only turn them on when absolutely necessary, or if there's an asshole that pull up behind me and throw the high beams on. I'm gonna go into the next lane. Let them go past me. Then I'm gonna pull behind them
And hit him with
and
that.
then
Hit
blind
him
them.
with that reading
Wow.
light.
It's like, yo, you can see your past with the light I'm putting in your rear view right now.
Yeah,
Yo, but it's a little disrespectful. I've been told the lighting that is on my truck is a little obnoxious, but I'm okay with it
yeah.
because I don't drive around with it all the time, only when necessary. When I gotta check somebody's ego, your high beams is not as bright as this light ball in the front of my truck.
Yeah, you're not gonna get away. Man, at nighttime that shit is crazy, man.
Yeah,
Just
it
there
is.
chilling.
It is.
You just there
I've had
chilling.
people high beam me on the opposite side of the highway when I have my
Yeah.
light bulb on driving that night.
Because you got the high beams on. That's why I done did that before. I hit a truck one time, I blinked, I was like, yo, turn your brights on. And then he hit his brights, and I was like, damn. Like, all right, you got it. You got it, dog. You got it. But I guess you won't answer my goddamn brights again. Now, will you?
Yo,
So,
but yo,
a lot of
shout
shit going
out
on,
to
man. Go ahead, go ahead. What you gonna say?
yeah, I want to say shout out to everybody for enjoying themselves during the holiday, being safe. Everybody, you know, being able to spend time with their loved ones. But something that has been in the news, you know, a lot lately is this new this new variant
Yeah.
of COVID-19. Yo, what up, plug?
Plug in the building.
Plug in the building, right? So we got a whole new variant going
Yeah.
on. They said it is more contagious than the Delta variant,
Mm-hmm. That's always it.
and well, of course,
Always.
it always is. But it's just like anything else. um, where we're sitting there and we're talking about these different variants and all these things that are going on, just like the flu, because COVID is kind of similar to the flu. The only thing is that it took a lot more people out than expected. Um, these these booster shots. Now, remember a couple of months ago, they were talking about these boosters, right? They were talking about the boosters. I don't know. I don't want to be a conspiracist, theorist, or
Go ahead,
whatever,
do it.
however you was, right?
Conspiracy
But
theory.
it a conspiracy theorist, right? We sit there and we think about it. They're like, "Yo, get the booster shot," and then boom, now we got another variant that's more contagious. Now, you know, when we were getting the vaccinations, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were saying you can't mix them. Now all of a sudden is yo, get what you could get while you could
Yep.
get it. Yo,
You
you
can
get
get.
the Pfizer, the Moderna, you could get the
Uh-huh.
Johnson and Johnson. Yo,
Yep.
just get what you could get.
Yep. No matter what you had, go ahead and get the booster of whoever. Anybody's booster is good, is what they're saying. So now you're talking about a vaccine cocktail. Feel me?
Right. Which is crazy because one of the shows on Monday actually had a medical doctor on the show, and they were talking about shout out to Rev G, conversations with Rev G. The doctor that was on there was like, you know, when it comes to getting what you had already, like the Pfizer, the Moderna, or the Johnson and Johnson, um, some of those are not available right away. But don't wait.
Yeah.
You can get whatever you can get. Get it. It's better to get it now than not get it at all and then end up in the ER half dead or dying.
Yeah.
And I think that that's super duper important that we do pay attention to that. And I know people are going to sit there and say, "Oh, but yo, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that." But this doctor, and this is not the first doctor I heard say this. The people that end up in the ER that are about to pass away because there is no help and they're on their way out,
Right.
they sit there and say, "I wish I would have did this and I wish I would have did that." But now all we're doing is making you comfortable in the ER or in the ICU before you go.
Right. Once you get to, well, they say once you get to that point, then there's, all they can do is make you comfortable because it's really not much. Once you get intubated, as they call it, once they put you on that breathing machine, they say not too many people come back from that. So
No,
that's
and the
all.
ratio of recovering from being on an incubator is slim to none.
It
Like
well, now it does happen, and it has happened. Some people have been intubated and have survived. You know what I mean? Don't want to put out no misinformation there, but the numbers are, definitely heavier on the side of people who have,
not making it out.
yeah, the mortality rate is definitely in the negative as far as that goes.
Yeah, and it's wild. Like you know, and something else this doctor said that really resonated with me. Right, was you're taking advice from people that are not medical professionals. Right,
Everybody got an opinion. Everybody want to be a doctor. Lawyers want to be doctors. Activists want to be doctors. Politicians want to be doctors. Everybody got their opinion, and they think theirs is the one that's the answer, the wheel, the ladder.
right. But on some real stuff, when they sit there and they put that information out, they don't tell you I'm fully vaccinated.
Right,
They don't tell you I got my booster shot.
right,
Your civil rights are being violated. Now you want to be a civil rights activist, right?
hmm
I
You
get
don't
it.
have to.
I
You can
understand.
do what you want to. You can do what you want to do. You don't have to get no. Hey man, you make sure you make that appointment for my booster shot, right? Okay, I don't want to. Hey, you don't have to do that shit if you don't want to. Try to get
Yo,
down.
but
Try to get down.
it's super duper true, right? They're gonna protect themselves, but again, right? Survival of the fittest, only the strong survive, right? So if I could sit there and compromise the thought process of the weak, and just by saying two, three, four things or a couple of sentences, I could I could destroy those people or weed them out.
Yeah,
right? So there's always a hidden agenda. There's always a hidden agenda.
and that's the problem.
It's just wild to me. Yeah.
That's the sad thing about it. So
So,
you know, we
yo,
got
I want to,
go ahead. What's that?
yo, I want to get in. I want to get into one of the video plays for the week. So one of
Set it
my
off.
favorites. Shout out to DJ Shawn Recognized for providing this list all the time. This is what he does, yo. He got muscles.
This is what we do.
It is what we do. But
We're not just here to
yo,
talk shit with you every week, people. You know what I mean? We're trying to give you jewels too. We're trying to, still put you on the good music and stuff that we feel is worth being on your playlists and in your cars and in your earbuds and all of that good stuff.
but I think that this needs to get played twice today. The new school joint of the day.
Yeah, I agree.
It got to get played twice. So we're gonna play it now, and we're gonna play it before we check out.
And right before you play, right before you play that, hold on. Right before you play that, I just want to say that we got to give a special shout out my man Virgil Abloh, who passed away. You know what I mean, battling lost his battle with cancer. 41 years old. Y'all know him from being involved with Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always heard his name in the rap songs. Virgil. Virgil wrote "Brick on My Brick," all of that. So, you know what I mean? R.I.P. Shout out to him. We're gonna dedicate this first old school joint of the week. Play. We're gonna dedicate it to him. We're gonna play it again later. But this first one, new school. This old school or new school you playing? New school. Excuse me. The one.
All right. So here we go, y'all. Here we go.
We can make war, we can make money.
We could get money or we could be trying to flip his case. The judge wanna see him die in the system. Cause where we grew up, we was forced to make violent decisions. I had to whip a 6 deuce up and ride with a Smith. And in real life, I'm white boy Rick, just minus the snitching.
They signing statements like they signing petitions. I had to grind on them missions. You wouldn't be allowed inside of the kitchen. We had enemies, but now most of mine isn't living. Some call it karma, I call it divine intervention.
Irish tradition, crack your head with the Jameson bottle. Scratch the numbers off a blick like I'm playing the lotto. Future money got me on the beach, faded in Cabo. This rap shit is easier than getting laid in a brothel.
Plug telling me today or tomorrow, that box gotta come, I got a gun. 24/7 is filled with hollow ones. Every time I start a run, the mud is where I got it from. The raw got him searching through the rug like Joe Biden's son.
Yo, I just want to say this one thing. Millie said this rap shit is easier than getting laid in a brothel.
Yeah.
Like,
He had a few hot lines there.
and yo, it's just, I'm just
That's
saying.
that marriage. That's that marriage. Shouts out to Mobb Deep, Havoc, and Prodigy, R.I.P. And have putting that, chef in that beat, man, and crafting that. That's a classic, and they definitely flipped that for this joint right here. Did it respect?
Yo,
I'm normally not a fan when people take old beats like that and they flip them and they try to make it into a new song. But when you do it justice, you know what I mean? I gotta throw you the salute for real.
right, but it's important when it comes to the game. Like, you pay homage, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
always important to pay homage to the greats.
Yes.
And when you do that and you do it justice, like, don't get on some classic joint and it's garbage.
It's trash. That's the most disappointing thing, man. Yeah, I hate that. That's why whenever I see it, I see somebody remake a song and they'll make the same song title or similar to where I know, okay, they're gonna use such and such as beat. Sometimes I don't even want to listen to it because I'm like, they're not gonna do it justice. They're not gonna do it. So it's just refreshing when I hear, just like when I heard what's the girl's name? Normani, when she did the shit with Cardi B, and she used the Aaliyah 1 in a Million beat.
Right.
I thought at first I was like, oh boy, here we go. Somebody gonna try and do Aaliyah's beat over. But then when I heard the track, I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, all right, that's how you do it. You gotta flip it right, man. You gotta pay proper respect to the greats, like just like you said, and do it right, man. Don't do it left.
Yo, and shout out to Cardi B, right? Because you just mentioned her, right?
Yeah,
Shout
her and
out
the
to Cardi B because she is the first female artist to go double, right? Double diamond,
uh, woo,
double diamond. So Bodak Yellow and the other joint is her on a feature. They
uh-huh.
both went diamond. First female artist,
Yeah, yeah, dope.
rap artist,
Yeah,
rap
that's
artist. So I gotta give it to her.
mm.
I gotta give it to her.
No,
And
Nikki is tight about that one. Uh,
you know, you know, I'm a Nicki fan,
yeah,
but I'm a Cardi fan a little
yeah,
more,
a little more.
right? Because Cardi reminds me of the chick in the hood that I ran
Yeah,
into,
absolutely, absolutely.
right? Where Nicki is that girl that felt that she was a little too bougie to fuck with me.
Well, now see, this is the thing. There was a moment in time where Nicki was that chick also. You know, a lot of people don't remember that Nicki Minaj. Nicki used to be a lot more grimy. Let's just say, you know what I mean? Not as prim and polished as she is right now. You know what I mean? And not as developed as well. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong.
No,
She was always
no,
attractive, but when the money came, of course, the augmentation and everything else came. So that
that's a
goes
fact.
along with the whole career and the status and this, that, and the third. But she used to be way more grimy, and her bars were. Well, I'm not gonna say her bars were harder because Nicki got bars that are hard right now, but she was a lot more. She was just a lot more aggressive, I'll say, with her bars. You know what I mean? She could like spit with dudes and in a cipher and probably sound better than a lot of them. You feel me? Now, if she were to do that, it probably wouldn't. The verbiage wouldn't be the same. You know what I mean? The intensity probably wouldn't be the same because she's now um, she's a pop icon as well as hip hop. So I think that's where Cardi B probably gets the edge over like what you're talking about as far as the popularity and the fan base and everything right now.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, I've seen videos, I've paid attention. Nikki did not do what we see Nikki now
Uh huh.
wasn't Nikki when she was pushing herself,
Right.
right? So Nikki baggy t-shirts and all that was Nikki. Like if it wasn't for the long hair or whatever was going on, you wouldn't even realize that she was a female.
Well,
Right?
I think the appeal of Cardi B also is that she's always remained the same. You know what I mean? She had that fan base from when she was on reality TV. You know what I mean? And then the induction of Instagram and that hustle. You know what I mean? And that starting to get those followers and stuff like that. And then the natural progression, of course, into what she wanted to do, which was the music game. And then there's always been some talk and some controversy about the powers that be or the Illuminati or whoever's in charge, the dark forces behind hip hop, who decided to give Cardi the crown because at that time Nicki was having that very public kind of I'm not even going to say rivalry, but she was having some differences with Miley Cyrus, and a lot of people were saying, "Yo, Miley is made, and you can't attack somebody, like that in the industry and expect not, for there not to be repercussions." And then there was, all of the talk that many people were having that Nicki was hard to deal with, hard to, she was a diva or she was a power trip or things that people are going to say about you when they got to work with you and they're going to be haters and they're going to be people that say things that probably didn't go down the way that they say it, but maybe they have a certain opinion of you and they want to paint you in a dark light. You know what I'm saying? So um I feel like, oh shit, I forgot all about this. P Money, what the next verses is going to be, right?
Nah,
Next verse is I don't know if it's the next one, but I'm hearing that Kim and Foxy's supposed to have the verses.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
If
By the way,
that's factual, I think it is. I think it is. I think the plug put me on, so it should be authentic. Um, that goes down, brother. I think that's going to get viewed heavy, just for the simple fact that people want to see both of them perform those songs that they haven't seen them perform in years. You know, it's going to be very interesting to see. I'm not
and you
sure.
know,
I
I'm gonna.
think I think they both will have enough songs. I know Kim does.
Right, but Foxy, I would say, I believe, right?
Hmm.
Don't quote me on this,
Hmm.
but Foxy does have some joints. Like a lot of her joints were probably features,
Hmm.
but Foxy always brought the bars.
She got more than a few features. Yes. Um, Does she have 20 joints though? 20 joints that the people know that are that are gonna go off if she performs them. She's definitely gonna bring out some guests. We know that. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna do the I Shocked Ya. She's gonna do the who was that she did that feature with? Sizzler. Come fly
Mm.
with me. She gonna that's gonna be a um she's got a few, and then of course she got the Take You Homes and the Brooklyn Anthem and the all of that stuff like that. Um, I don't know though, man. I don't know if she's got 20 joints, bangers. You know what I mean? Kim, I know she absolutely does.
Well, Kim, we
Just her,
already know.
her features alone is gonna is gonna excite the crowd. So when she comes with her own joints,
Well,
it's
I think that the way it could really be competitive,
mm-hmm.
is if Foxy dropped a sex tape like Kim did. Because the
Just to make it
reason
fair.
why, just to make it fair, because
Yeah.
one thing we know about Kim is that she dropped the whole porno, like it was a whole situation
Uh-huh. What was it, a
with
soft
Kim.
porn tape, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't hardcore, it was more soft porn, but
So how's she
you
gonna make
know,
a soft porn and have an album called hardcore? That's just contradictory right there. That's false advertising.
it's just
What?
penetration, which just
What?
makes it great.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. But
That just makes it great.
it just makes it great. It just penetration. It's like, oh shit, I could sit there and pretend that was me, right? I turn it into
Oh shit.
hardcore, right? But
Woo.
yo, I always want to talk about how this world is so small,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yeah, it is, man.
Because me and Foxy's brother shared a chick.
Oh,
Well,
for real? Gavin?
yeah, yeah, and I've never met Foxy, but me and her brother was banging the same chick.
Yeah. I got some stories. I got some stories I could tell about that cat. I'm not gonna put him on blast like that. And what was his rap name? Pretty Boy, I think. Hey, shouts out to Pretty Boy. Yeah, I mean, he was going to school around the time I was in school, and yeah, just
Just one of those things,
there's a few, just a little bit of information. Maybe I'll write a book one day or something, but I ain't gonna put it out there
right?
just now.
But do you think now this is
Shouts out to the whole
me?
borough.
Yeah, shout out to Brooklyn, but I do want to ask you this particular question because I think that this would, if we're comparing Foxy and we're comparing Kim, right?
Yeah.
We all know Kim dropped a lot of stuff with herself, but do you think that the Firm album
Hmm.
really pushed Foxy's career because of who was on it, or she was able to hold the candle to her career on her own?
I think most definitely the Firm album elevated her career because at that particular time she was hot, but I think her wave was starting to settle down just a little bit, because I think when the Firm album dropped, she hadn't dropped an album in what, a year or two. Am I right? I could be wrong.
Mhm.
So she needed something. She had maybe had been on a feature or a single or somewhere here or there, but in between the last album and the Firm album. But she needed that spark right at that time. So they needed a chick to put in the group, and bam, you know what I mean? It all worked. I mean, the Firm anthem was that the right title for the track?
The Firm.
What's the Firm anthem? Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. That
Mhm.
shit. Um,
Yeah.
she's definitely got to play that. That has to happen.
Oh, of course. And if she could get everybody that was in there on stage, or at least, I mean,
Ooh, well, AZ's hot right now. He's got material out. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
because he's been dropping stuff. Nas as well.
Nas is just chilling, making all kinds of venture capital money. He don't even really need rap, but he might show up. You know what I mean? And then you got who was that on that Nature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so throw all of them on there. Yeah, that'd be dope to see on stage. I would love to see.
No, it would be because you know I want to say this. You already know we the home of hip hop here on the spot, right?
Yes, sir.
So to be able to see some of the things, a reoccurrence of it, right? I think would be amazing, and I think that that's something that verses have done for us,
Uh-huh.
right? Bringing back those emotions or the way that we felt, or just what we saw in that time to see it again, and just seeing people being a little older and
Yeah.
still being able to bring that same energy. Like I think Buster, for me, right?
Uh-huh.
I think Buster could be 80 years old,
Yeah.
and he'll be on that stage and bring that same Pastor Cavassier, fucking everything.
Uh-huh.
Everything would be like, what the fuck? Like, you didn't age one bit. You might look a little older.
Yeah.
Your muscles ain't that big no more. But, bro,
Well, you
you
gotta remember.
brought
You gotta remember what kind of school Buster comes from. Not just the leaders of the new school. For wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Um, he's from an era where you know what I mean, and he'll be the first one to tell you this. Him and Split Star. You know what I mean? They used to watch the old um reggae artists. You know what I mean? That I'm talking about dudes that been in the music game 40 and 50 years. You know what I mean? Still doing their thing. Those were the showmen to them that they grew up on and that they grew up watching. So yeah, when he's 70, 80 years old, he's still gonna be performing. You can bet that shit.
yo, I believe it though,
We're gonna be
because
playing put your hands on my eyes can see until you know what I mean. Yeah, 2040.
but for
Or
real,
what?
like it's being an entertainer, and with Buster, even Spliff Star, even KRS-One,
Yeah.
right? KRS-One is still doing his thing. If you sat
Ripping the
there and you
microphone
watch,
until a motherfucking 60.
but for real, like he done spoken into it existence before it even happened.
That's how you got to do it.
And I think that the younger generation, I hate to, when I say that, I feel like an old head,
Yeah.
but when it comes to situations like that, like everybody just won't be popping right now, but people don't understand longevity in this game.
Yeah.
They don't. And when we sit there and we look at the greats, when we do our homework, when we sit there and we look, we celebrate motherfucking Christmas, we celebrate Thanksgiving, we celebrate any other holiday they put in front of us, right? But what we don't do is celebrate hip hop,
Yeah.
right? And understand how it got started, the reason why it got started, and the people that sat there and fought the fight that we don't even have to fight no more right now.
So you're saying it should be a birthday party for hip hop every year?
If you asking me, yes.
We might need to try and look into that, man. Try and make something happen, P Money, because I mean that's a damn good idea. Maybe we need to See what Nori always came up with the good idea that there should be like a hip hop union. You know what I mean? So I mean, all of us in hip hop need to put our heads together, man, and really make some shit like that happen. These are great ideas, man, that need to be implemented, and we can all benefit from it. The old head, the new rappers and entertainers in the game. Everybody can benefit, man. Male,
And,
female, whoever.
and the way I see it is just we tend not to be unified,
Yeah,
but that's because of what we were taught.
right.
We were taught not to unify, work together, do things together, right?
Yeah,
But if we did that, you know, oh my gosh, I hate to say it this way, but we scare the world
yeah.
because we are resilient in our path and the things that we do every day. So they're very afraid of us, but they sit there and they inject all this media or everything else to tell us, nah, you really shouldn't be doing that because you're going against the grain.
Uh-huh.
But greatness and success happens in the points where you're most uncomfortable.
That's right. That's right. That's why they say get used to being uncomfortable, because that's when the
Yeah.
magic happens.
Because I can tell you, if I ain't eating, I might have to stick a nigga up.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
that's a fact.
That might be a thing.
Uh-huh.
But there's 90% of, well, I don't want to say 90%, right? Let's say 80, 75%. 80 to 75% of a lot of the things that we are accustomed to today happen because our people, black and brown people, created it.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because we was uncomfortable. We chose to create a situation to make it better for us because we wasn't privy to a lot of things.
And
So
we the
we
best. We the best at making something out of nothing.
collard greens, chitlins, like you want to sit there and you want to talk about it,
It's
like
deep. It's deep. It goes deep.
it's real deep. Like we made something from scraps, but till today, right? What is this staple in a holiday dish? The scraps that we had to live off of when we wasn't given the premium at the table.
Uh-huh. Yep. Those chitlins,
Gizzards and
chicken
all
gizzards,
that.
livers, and yep.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
And we made it pop.
Uh-huh.
Every holiday time that it came up and they gave us the scraps and they thought they was taking the best, but we made the best out of nothing. That's
They,
how we succeed. And they're so fearful of it every single day.
see, because niggas had paprika. That's what put us ahead, bro. That's what put us ahead. We had pap motherfucking paprika. That's what it was, brother. Seasonings. You know what I mean? That's what separated us from the rest. You take
Yo, the
anything,
Puerto Ricans,
take a damn stew and season that some bitch and simmer it for 5 hours and make it taste good.
yo, and I would tell you this holiday that just passed, I made my first spending, right? So if nobody really knows what that is, that's roasted pig shoulder,
Yes.
right? I made sofrito, right? I was really on my Puerto Rican shit
Uh-huh.
this holiday season. I
Uh-huh.
made sofrito from scratch. I made a penne. I added, shook a little bit in there. Like, yo, I'm telling you,
How you do it, pig? How you shake it in there? You shake it.
for real, like, yo, I was really in there because I
Yeah.
was really in it. But this is not when we sit there and we talk about these things, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking about prime meat. We're not talking about that grade A, right? We're talking about that grade F,
Yeah.
right? All the
Yeah.
way fucked up.
Yeah.
But we make it happen.
Made it happen. Neck bones and chicken backs, and all type of, you know what I'm saying, mess that we was given. Like you say, just the scraps that we was given. Um, That was Pac's line too. Just the scraps just the scraps she was given. And Mama made miracles every Thanksgiving.
Yo, but it's real. It's real. And I just want our people to really truly understand that when we sit there and we're going through whatever we're going through, we gotta make the best out of every situation.
We're resilient.
Those
We're resilient people, man. We always got to keep that in mind. I was, talking to my man today. It was, we were conversating about just the holidays and how everything is a little bit tighter right now for everybody. And we're saying, it's easy to be stressed out right about now. You know what I mean? Because of everything that's going on. You're trying to get the kids right. You're trying to take care of deadlines and bills before the holidays roll around because you're going to be buying gifts and you might be traveling and you want to, maybe you want to decorate your house or, different things like that. So people are very stressed at this time of the year. But I was telling them, I said, yo, my man, you know what we need to do, man? We need to just always keep in mind that everything is going to work out. We may not know how, you feel me? But it is going to work out, man, because stressing over it don't do nothing for your health, man. Just take everything one day at a time and, just know that in the end, everything is going to work and it's going to work, man. It's going to go like that.
Yeah, and I think that it's super duper important to really like stress that point.
Yeah.
Like,
shout out to my man Los, by the way. I know he's probably listening.
Right. So it has. We're talking about not stressing, but it's super duper important to stress the point of understanding that everything will be okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
As long as you sit there and you're moving forward and you trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
It is super duper important to stress that don't worry about the negative. Worry about the positive of what's going to happen.
Right.
And how we can move forward and things be great. That's just what it is. Because we get so caught up in the, if I don't do this today, I'm not going to pay this bill.
Yeah.
Right? Maslow hierarchy of needs, no lie. It's food and shelter. As long as you have those two, anything else is possible. You can gravitate to wherever you need to go, and that's just it.
Yes, sir. That's it.
So stop bullshitting. Hey, my kid want a PlayStation 10.
Yeah.
My nigga. They only got PlayStation 10, but I'm stressing.
Yeah.
And you want a PlayStation 10. Nigga, play your PS4. You good.
Get the new.
I'll get you some every other joint. I ain't getting you one every other year.
Yeah.
My daughter hit me up.
Let me tell you something. Put these kids to work, man. Let them work for some of that.
Yo, I tell you, my youngest daughter, she's 13, going on 14 in February.
Yeah.
She is the only child that I had that made me over $2,000 in one sitting because I told her how to hustle. I tell her, I'm like, yo, what is it that you need? Because you brought $2,000 in the crib.
Yeah, so that's definitely worth a good Christmas, a couple of good Christmases.
I'm like, yo, you good. Yeah. What is it that you need? Oh, I need a Nike Tech hoodie. I'm like, you don't want a regular Nike sweater?
Say less.
I got you. Because those Nike Tech hoodies is like $150. But you know what? It is what it is.
Hell, these game systems is $500 and better now, man. And that's for the base model. $500-$600. That's what they starting at. So now these kids want these game consoles and these gaming computers and stuff. You're talking about G money, man. Just on one piece of equipment. You feel me? One thing that requires a bunch of accessories in order for them to get the most, enjoyment out of it. So that's always an ongoing thing as well. That's the game. Let me tell you something. The video game hustle is strong. That's a big money game right there.
It is. So what we going to do? Because we got MJ
in the building,
big MJ, right? So it's like,
Y'all don't know this. Y'all don't know how heavy this is.
Right. So I could throw the M up. I don't know how to do a J. Wait. All right. Wow. There we go. Is that the right way?
Yeah.
MJ in the building. Yeah. So what we gonna do? We gonna get into the top 5 of the week, and then we gonna bring MJ in because she is a beast. By the way, if you don't know, you gonna know before tonight is over, and that is it. And that's all I gotta say.
Tell your friends to log on and lock in and get down with us.
Yeah, heard. So here we go. Top 5 of the week, y'all. Bang.
Dropped out of school when I was 2 years old. Changed my own diaper, went on the road. Partied every night in the playpen. Put a bitch in there with me, nigga, I'm scraping. Now I'm a grown man, run around like Usain Bolt. Rambo knife in the booth when I lay my votes. Can't front, yo, I did a few lines of coke. Then I slammed Jenna Jameson, lit up a smoke.
Yeah, you never know a better flower. It's a daily show like Trevor Noah. The money used to talk, now scream at me. Paper bags make them all wanna squeeze at me. Colder than the Iceman Bobby Drake. Cause showing niggas love only got me hate. I'm straight out of Park Hill, really the squad's ill. We showing more hands than car deal.
I had some niggas that said I would make it, my nigga, they said I would fall off. Fuck a bitch nigga, and his opinion. Safe sex, but I'm raw dog. I'ma just count up the millionaires, touching the ceiling, I love how it fall dog. You get one shot to make an impression, or you blow it like a side off. Or you blow it like a side off. I'ma blow up like a takeoff. Can't nobody fucking stop me, I'm the one gonna win a race, dog. If you ever take a shot, better hit, I ain't one for the chase, dog. Treat a nigga like a scab, do a nigga bad, get a pussy scraped off. Bottom feeding, now your bitch at the top, having bottom meters. Don't you act when she out, I'm about to meet her. I get money, the fuck, I don't gotta eat her. I was bumming, get fucked, I was proud of season. Hot the fact that I'm nervous, don't gotta see it. You ain't got a pussy, I ain't gotta eat it. Don't you ask me for shit, I don't gotta beat it, no, I'm lying. I just hit the gas, I never patient with you niggas. Hit a penny, it's a butcher, wear an apron, no you niggas. Turn them backs and hold the clutcher, I ain't playing with you niggas. It won't be no fucking prank if I pull her with the killer.
I grew up in the place where you run from the cops. If it's sweet and you was getting sunned on the block. Now I'm out in Vegas where the sun is too hot. Vito hit me with the 30-round drum for the Glock. My hustle game strong, the flow game meaner. Been hot since I was floating in that cocaine beamer. Graduated to that Maserati 4-seater. The streets don't love you and them hoes don't either. Respect gets earned, loyalty's demonstrated. You lose either one and the whole thing's jaded. Can't respect a man that don't ride for his family. Repeating old moves, the definition of insanity. Put my work in, I was a menace to humanity. Then I bossed up, had to find the inner man in me. Pops wasn't there, had to learn it on my own. Finally got the picture, now I'm kinging on my throne.
What? We outside with it. And if them pussies feel away, then tell them slide with it. We outside. We outside with it. And if them pussies feel away, then tell them slide with it. The level's good, we outside and it's lit. They said Harlem took an L when we ran into kids. I can't lie, Uncle different and he been on this shit. But if you ask me who won, I'ma still say the Dips. Cause I'm the Prince of Harlem and I'm really a G. And I rock Tom Brown, I get fly like I'm E. Stick and move every Saturday, I'm switching my V. This toxic shit made a bitch scratch my car with a key. Shout out to them hustlers and them niggas throwing head cracks. Breaking nights in the spots, trying to get the bread back. Everybody say the level's good, cause I said that. I'm good east to west and all these niggas gon' respect that. Whoa.
Was the rap Joe Pesci strapped with a black chrome Desi. We created the wave, this flood of crack those levees. 50 goons on standby to pack those Chevys. I was just fucking the 40, me and the Mac go steady. Sneakers from Salvatore Ferragamo. The drip is ferocious, get you a poncho. If it's drama, we on it, I'm talking pronto. The drum get the beating on niggas like it's a bongo. Hater, you knew better, you do better. Coupe V12, you smell a new leather. All blue faces, we get new cheddar. Always had one up on niggas, yeah, I'm a huge step. Wild since a young pup, the gun tuck. 450 had G-Unit, nigga, I was the young buck. The industry slept on us, they narcoleptic. The flow can't be traced, cause it was hard to sketch it. Talk about it, bro. Talk heavy and walk different. Potato on it, it spark different.
Yeah, and you already know
that RJ Payne. We gotta give shout out to he had like 7 more MCs on that joint, like Tay Rock and DNA and a few other ones on there. So y'all just want to give shouts out to everybody that was on that record. Give them credit as well. There was too many to list. That's why you only saw RJ Payne on that. But anyway, moving right along.
Yeah. So we got MJ in the building, so we're gonna bring it
In
in.
the building.
In the building. But before we bring it in, we gotta give her the gunshots.
Yes, sir. I was wondering when he was gonna bring that out.
Yeah. So we got MJ in the building. Get up,
Live,
MJ.
direct.
Live and direct.
Live,
Right.
direct. Wait.
Yo, what up, MJ? Yo, you know. We've been working together for a long time.
You're coming in low. You're coming in low.
Years. Like literally years. Like probably like about 4 years doing this.
Yep. And I know you've been asking me to come on the show for some time, but I'm just like, no, you got to get my artist in. You got to get my artist in.
But, you know, you being MJ and you doing what you do, it's business first, right? Always business first.
Right.
But outside of all that wonderful stuff of it being business first, we really need to talk about MJ, right? That's why you're here. Like, we're talking about you. This is dedicated to you. So
he wants you to be selfish tonight.
No, like all the way. Like I am a G. You got muscles and all that. You doing what you do.
Because the artists are
award-winning publicist.
Right. That's right.
Right. And I know, like literally, there's a lot of artists that you deal with that I personally know that you like literally be having them up on billboards in Times Square. Like no lie. Like I'll be a little jealous. I'll be like, oh, I need to be on the billboard. But you do that. Like you literally.
Say what?
Okay, I guess we'll talk about that a little later. But this ain't about me. This ain't about me. This ain't about the spot. It's about
we do have to thank you because a lot of the roster of guests that we've had on the show have been because of your blessings and your hard work. So we definitely have to throw you the salute for that. Always and forever. We appreciate you.
I appreciate that. And you know what? Just to turn it back on you guys for a hot second, I definitely want to thank you as well because I got to tell you, you guys are definitely the top radio station. All my artists come back and tell me that, like, oh, I want to get back on my feet. I want to get back on the show. I want to get back on the show. They definitely love you guys.
That's love. That's what's up. We always welcome the good quality artists and the quality music. We critique heavy up here. Me and P just don't mess with just anybody. If you come up in here, we want to make sure that you're official, everything is sounding right, and it's not just anybody could call themselves an artist, but to really be accepted and do it and have people love what you're doing. It's important. We want to highlight that. We want to highlight the good stuff.
Absolutely.
So, you being a publicist, how long have you been doing the publicist? I don't want to call it a thing because I think it kind of takes away from it. But how long have you been a publicist?
So I kind of did it full time. I kind of went on a faith leap and kind of did it full time about 5-6 years ago. Prior to that, it was kind of just, I was just doing everything for the love. I was, a social worker for about 20 years. And then I hung up that hat. And then I just kind of jumped in, and it just really started with me writing for blogs and magazines. And then I was doing some celebrity interviews. And I think from there is where it really took off. Artists would hit me up directly for certain services, whether it was to promote business, and everything just kind of flowed, really. Um,
Hmm.
I think in the first year it was definitely nerve wracking. You know, I was definitely not sure if this is something that I can do full time. You know, as a business, is it really going to be lucrative? You know, but everything
Of
really
course.
really fell into place.
Right.
Definitely with all working 24/7 around the clock, absolutely, um, and networking and building with
Yeah.
everybody in the industry definitely helped as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, about like 5-6 years doing this strong. Yeah.
Hmm. Hey, 5 6 years is nothing to laugh at because that is that. You know, um, I just want to say, our people, right? Just really to put it out there, we give it like 2 3 weeks, maybe a couple of months, and then we on to something else. Like you gave it 5 6 years of your life.
5 years is the that's the minimum. They say the minimum that you're supposed to wait to find out if your restaurant is going to be successful. I think it's 3 to 5 years. I believe that's
Yeah,
the.
it's 3 to 5 years.
So
Any
you got to try to you got to feel out your business and make sure it's it's working the way that you want it to work, and that what I mean, it's moving in the direction you want it to move. So yeah, 5 years is that's the goalpost, so to speak.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
and
trial and
it's
error,
wild
a lot of
because
things that a lot of mistakes, a lot of things you learn and grow from. So yeah, absolutely.
Tenfold,
yeah,
tenfold.
and I think that is super dope because everything that you bring to the table is always, and this is my personal opinion or business opinion. I don't even know how you want to categorize it, right? But it hits all the time. I'll be like, yo, MJ, I need somebody. I got a slot open.
Right.
You on it,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And I really want you to talk about the services that you provide for independent artists because I know that there's probably a list that probably starts somewhere outside of the camera and then comes all the way down.
Yes.
Oh, you do it.
Definitely. Definitely. So the first thing that I definitely offer up and coming artists is artist development. And that's really, really crucial, and it's really key, especially now in, the era where technology is kind of running everything.
Social media.
We kind of lose sight of A&Rs and lose sight of artist development. And those are crucial factors. A lot of the artists nowadays are just so focused on just making a hit, putting it out, and letting the technical bubble do what it does. Um, so, a lot of times I have to bring artists back to the ground so we can really start with the artist development. Um, Knowing the history of hip hop, regardless of the lane that you're going to be in hip hop, regardless of the category of rap that you're going to be pursuing, you still need to know the history of hip hop.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Something else that I really, really push early on is boots to the ground because we don't have that anymore either. Back in the day, it was boots to the ground, posters, stickers. If you were an artist, you were at every club in the city finding out who's the hottest DJ, building a
Hmm.
relationship with them so they can play your music, selling
Hmm.
CDs out of your trunk. Everything was boots to the ground. And that's definitely missing. Social media was to take a big crap right now. Who's relevant in real life? A lot of these artists don't have anything without their social media presence. So those are a couple of things that I really, really stress when I'm working with artists. Um, I'm thankful that I have, a handful that are receptive to that. And then, you also have a handful that just think they know everything and want to do it their way. And that's fine.
Right.
Not all money is good money.
Right. What would you? How would you agree that? I guess in any industry this is the case, but in hip hop so much more that sometimes it's not about the artist's talent, but more so about relationship building and the relationships that they have within the industry.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When an artist goes and performs at a show, they have to have their A game on because you never know who's going to be at these shows, especially the indie
That's
shows,
right.
because a lot of times it's not just a performance show, but it's an indie mixer. So you've
Hmm.
got A
Mm-hmm.
music execs, bloggers, DJs, everyone. You don't know.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you have your A game. You want to make sure your EPK is pinned to your phone because you never know
Right.
who you're going to meet. You have to, and you're not rapping over your lyrics, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have to,
oh, oh, oh my God.
I think Jadakiss set the precedent for that now.
yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
that'll give me a heart attack. Like I've had I've had showcases, I've had people perform, and I'm like, why are you rapping over your own lyrics?
Because they don't,
That
they forget their shit. That's why they do it, P. You know, that's the only reason you
yo,
gonna rap over your lyrics because you don't remember everything. So sometimes you gotta hear a word or a phrase or something to remind you, oh yeah, this is such and such bar. You know, that's why a lot of people, and I don't know if you've seen this before. You know, you've been around millions. Uh, they'll bring their hype man on stage with them. You know what I mean? Sometimes the hype man is singing along with them to remind them. You know what I mean? Like, man, I haven't spit this verse in months. I don't even remember all of the words, but their man remembers all of the words. So they bring him on stage so they can, okay, yeah, you remember, So you understand what I'm saying?
And you
So
know what? I'd rather the hype man. Bring
yes,
8 hype men on the stage with you,
yes,
as long as you're not rapping over your
your
lyrics.
lyrics, yes, yes,
all
yes.
right.
Yes.
So there's one thing, right? Because I will tell you, MJ is super duper humble, right?
Aw,
But you are like no lie, you are.
I
You
appreciate that.
are, but you come from a background of entertainment, right?
I
I know you don't put it out there like that because it's not necessary, but you come from a bloodline that is really doing what they do.
Do tell.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know if you classify it as entertainment, but definitely my father is a poet. He was a poet laureate in New York. He has his own books out. He's kind of like my celebrity. My pops. He does everything in New York. So yeah, in terms of like for music and writing for me, it's definitely in the genes. It's always been. I've been a published poet since I was 9 years old. So music and writing always go hand in hand when it comes to me.
Dope, dope,
Yeah.
dope.
That's how they do it, right? In the poetry world.
So she can.
That's
So
right.
that means. So for all of those artists out there, she can give you critique and know what she's talking about. Get your bars up.
Facts.
Yes. I'm actually on a couple of albums myself too. A lot of times artists will hit me up for to do some spoken word on their albums and stuff like that. So I got a little bit of bars. Not a lot,
Okay,
but a little bit.
okay, that's all right. That's all right. But that poetry thing is important. I mean, that's the whole. That's the foundation of rap. You know what I mean? You
Absolutely.
gotta know how to structure those words, put it together, make it sound
Yep.
good.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, there you go. You got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
That's it. That's it. That's all I got for you.
That's it. That's it. That's what they do in New York too. That's where it
yeah.
started from. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yep.
That's we don't want to go over what you're saying, so we're gonna sit there and be silent,
Right, right.
but just show you that we on it.
What was the spot, man? And that was right down the street from where I stay. I'm sorry that I can't remember the name. It was a bar
The
on
New York
Fulton
Poetry
Street
Cafe.
in, huh? Singing?
You talking about the New Yorkian Poetry Cafe?
No, not the New Eureka. This one was in the borough. This was in Brooklyn. This one was on Fulton Street and right off. I want to say right off of Lafayette. Um, the reason why I remember it is because the crowds used to do like this or snap their fingers in order to applaud. The reason being there was a tenant that lived above the establishment, and I believe he was a lawyer or something like that. He didn't want to be disturbed by all the the performances and the commotion that was going on downstairs, and the applause used to disturb him. He used to complain about it. So in order to appease him and still keep the people coming in to do their poetry and their spoken word thing, they had everybody do like this instead of
Touch
clapping,
and
and
sing. Yep.
so it was like everybody could live in unity and harmony.
Yeah. I love it.
hmm real talk. Everybody in the borough, but Erica Badu and people like that used to come through there. Everybody
Yeah.
Everybody in the borough in the '90s remember that spot. I can't remember the name of it.
Yep.
Sorry, but yeah.
No,
So
Fulton Street is definitely popping for the poets. Absolutely.
Hmm.
so when was the last time that you did an open mic?
Oh, maybe 4 years ago. It's been a
For,
while. It definitely has been a while.
but why?
I think because I've been so driven into MJ's Hip Hop Connects.
There you
Probably.
go.
Right. So
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
good, awesome answer. Right. This is a publicist, right? And so they already got the answers on deck before we even ask the question,
Right.
right? So let's talk about MJ Hip Hop Connect.
What do you want to know?
Let's talk about it. You tell me. I want to know what you
How
gotta
do
tell
how
people.
does MJ? Okay, I'll kind of speak for the masses. MJ, some artist comes to you and says, MJ, how can you make me some money?
First of all,
That's the question for real, though.
yeah, right,
That's the question
exactly.
that
No,
they
because
ask.
you're right.
Yeah.
First of all, that's not the lane of a publicist. I'm not a manager and I'm not a booking agent. So
Right.
I don't deal with that. My
Right.
role is to keep you relevant in the
Right.
public eye, to help you gain, a fan base domestically and internationally.
Hmm.
But in terms of, making money and stuff like that, that's your manager and that's your booking agent.
Right.
And a lot of times artists don't know the difference between those roles.
Right.
They'll hit me up and they think, "Oh, you're MJ. I heard about you. You can do A through Z." No, I'm not doing A through Z. Not today. No,
Right.
I stay in my publicist lane. So again, that's artist development. If they don't have any social media presence, then we need to establish that.
Hmm.
Bios, EPKs, press kits, all that stuff that they need before they can even open the door to releasing their music.
Right.
They need to have distro. That there's kind of like a timeline of things that they need to have before they can get to through A and Z, and then you get the really young cats who just, hey, you got to get me on Sway, you got to get me on Hot 97.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, they don't have nothing
Nothing.
but 24 followers on Instagram, one
Yeah.
single out,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
want to be on Sway. No, but you work with MOP and Onyx. You can get me on Sway, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but what's funny about that, right? I would love to know what that conversation is like because I know if it was me, right? I'd be like, yo, bro, or yo, shorty or whatever, male,
Shorty shit
female,
stain.
right? I'd be like, yo, not for nothing, you ain't bringing nothing to the table. How
Right.
you want platinum status, but you all the way rust.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Not even open mic status yet.
Right.
Not even open
right.
mic status yet. And you want to chill with Sway. I'm very straightforward and I'm very blunt. When I talk to them, I really am.
Yeah.
I'm popping egos. I'm bringing them back down.
That's
into
right.
reality.
That's right.
You have to.
I was gonna ask
I'm
it.
not going to
That
set
was
them up
gonna
from failure.
that was gonna be my question. My next question to you. What's the thing you see as the most like in artist development? What's the you answered it right there. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You gotta pop those
They put a
egos.
single. They think it's a hot single, and they want to be on every single major platform. And it doesn't work
Nope.
like that.
Nope.
So I piss off a lot of artists, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is my name and my stamp, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
just going to go on anybody.
Well, that's
So
exactly what I tell P all the time. You got to have
absolutely.
a standard of the bar. The bar has to be risen and remain there or go higher.
Yes. Now, if you're willing to take the baby steps, and we're working together, and we see the progression, then that's a different story. But if you come in the studio, and your head can't even fit in the booth, then no,
Mm-hmm.
popping egos day one. That's it.
Right. There you
Wow.
go. There you go. But that's what's needed, man. A real artist will appreciate somebody being solid with
Yes.
them and being honest with them, and not being a yes
Mhm.
man because
Right.
that's not gonna help you develop. You feel me?
Mm-mm. Not at all.
So So you bring out the AK when you busting the Eagles? You
It's
just
crazy, but you have to, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times you get people, who slip into your DMs because you're a female. Oh, sweetie, honey. No, we're not
Right.
doing any of that. It's
Right.
MJ.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why, too, I don't usually put my face on a lot of stuff. A lot of things are just my logo and
Right.
MJ. So a
Right.
lot of times artists are talking to me and they don't even realize I'm a female until
Right.
we're on the phone talking, and they're like, "Oh, I thought you were a dude. I thought
Yeah.
no, no, surprise,
Surprise.
surprise."
and and I just because I know you won't put it out there, right? But you are related to a lot of people that are in the industry.
Am I? You keep saying that, but who am I really? I don't know. Educate
You-
me.
I don't know.
What you hear, Pete? What you hear, Pete? It can be a rumor. That's not. It can be a rumor. That's not true. What is it, Pete?
From what I understand, like there's a connection between Busta Rhymes. There's Rampage. There's a lot of things that are
Oh,
going
that
on there.
kind of family.
You say, how you hit me with that kind of family?
I thought you meant like an uncle, an aunt.
Mhm.
No. Come on, stop playing with me, MJ. Don't do that. Don't
That's what I
do that.
thought. Yo, I swear that's what I thought.
She thought you, P Money. She thought you was gonna say that her grandfather was an old blues singer or something like that. That was,
I was about
first
to
one to make a
say,
gold
let me
record
go
from
call my
Memphis or some
daddy
shit.
real quick.
Yeah. She was like, educate me. Tell me something I don't know about my family tree.
Exactly. No, listen, everyone I rock with, they're like family. They really are. Rampage is
Yeah.
like a big brother. Billy Dan's and me, we have some crazy conversations. Like, I mean, we all talk, of course, for business, but then there's personal phone calls where we're like, guess what my fucking kid did today? And he's like, oh no, I got one for you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're like family. They really are. And
That's the best.
I'm grateful that, I have the opportunity to rock with so many people that I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Like
That's the
sometimes,
best.
it's really surreal, and I'm definitely grateful for all those opportunities.
That's the greatest.
No, but it definitely hits hard because when you do bring people to the table, when you do that, we could sit there and we could talk about arrested development. We could talk about Onyx. We could talk about Federal Star. We could talk about
Mm.
Rampage. We would like there's a long list. There is, but literally
Yeah,
there is a
there is.
long list, and I appreciate everything that you bring to the table when it comes to that
Thank
because
you.
it is literally genuine and it's organic and it's like when you do what you do, it is hip hop all the way. It is hip hop all the way.
It's all the way hip hop.
It's grateful to
All the
hear
way,
that.
all the way hip hop. Like I don't even understand it. Like it's just crazy because you are in the mix. You are
Wow,
totally
I
in the mix.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Um, there was a publicist that I spoke to one time, and Leslie. I don't know if you know who Leslie is. I
Never
think
heard of
you
her.
do, huh?
Have I? I was gonna say, never heard of her.
Because she kind of mentioned you, but she's on the West Coast.
Leslie. Hmm.
Sure
Uh,
you got the name right, P Money?
no, it is no. Her name is Leslie. Like for real, for real. And
Possibly. I don't know.
Big Les?
no, it's Leslie.
Oh, okay.
Upscale PR.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, upscale PR. I think I know who you're talking
Uh,
about now.
Right. But all she could do was talk about you, and I'm like,
Really?
no, for real. Like I'm just telling you, right?
Good stuff, I hope.
No, it was. Well, I ain't gonna let nobody talk bad about you because
This is
then
true. I know.
that's gonna be a problem.
Right.
I'm gonna have to bring the Harlem out. Like, nah, you ain't
Uh-oh.
talking about MJ like that because me and you got beef. I might pull up on your block.
Right,
I'm
right.
just saying. So
That's dope.
it was one of those things where you have been nominated for awards, received awards.
Publicist
You
of the
have
year.
right, like this is what you're doing.
Right.
Like there is no way to take away from any of that
Thank you.
because like 90% of the time that we communicate is always through a text message or a
Yes.
DM or whatever, right?
Right, right.
But I appreciate everything you bring to the table. We appreciate
Likewise.
everything you bring to the table.
Yes.
Likewise. Likewise, definitely.
And I'm just so glad that you were able to be on today to
Me
see what
too.
your artists,
Finally.
you know, right, the artists
Finally.
that you present to us or you put in that place that you can see what they see.
Right, right.
It's a beautiful thing.
Hot seat.
It
The
is.
hot seat. Tell us before we
Yeah.
get you before you leave us. Tell us about the call-in show, MJ.
The Who Show?
You do
Because
Rampage.
Rampage got the joint every month.
Oh, the Heat. Oh, the official Heat DJ call.
Okay.
So
Right.
that's every month. Yeah, that's every month, and it's really really special because what we try to do with that is we're trying to like bridge the generation gap in hip hop.
Nice.
So we have a lot of young artists that come onto the call. They break their music. We usually have anywhere from like 2,000 to 3,000 DJs that are on the line. We have labels on the line. A couple times we had Netflix on the line. Um, so these young cats, they break their music. They get live, feedback from the DJs. Whether they like it or not, they're very respectful with their feedback to the artist. And then also during the call, we have legendary artists that chime in too. Some of them will break new music that they have, or they'll just pop on and drop some gems, about hip hop and about their career.
Mm.
And it's really nice platform because a lot of the young guys that are on the call are really really appreciative, hearing everything that the OGs have to say. They really are.
Dope.
Um,
Dope.
yeah, we had DJ Yella on last month, and that was incredible because he really had no idea how much the East Coast embraced NWA.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
literally in awe. He had
Yeah.
no idea how much New York and the East Coast embraced NWA.
Yeah.
So, that was a beautiful thing. And we have Onyx on, MOP, Arrested Development. We've had Flavor Flav on. We have everyone on. This month we have, which is the 15th, we have DJ Grandmaster Scratch. We have DJ Lord Jazz. We have
Or
Young
jazz.
Pump.
Shouts out to the Lord.
Yeah, we have a couple of dope people that are coming on. Who else? PM Dawn, who
Dope.
is going to be pushing a new project as well. Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
it's
That's
really
what's
dope.
up.
It really
Yeah.
is dope. Yeah, and we have him
And
every month. Heat DJs is going strong. We're worldwide. We have kind of captains in every state, and across the country as well too. So yeah, it's a dope call. Definitely dope.
tell the people how they can get involved and if they can be on the call.
So if an artist wants to break a record on the call, they can just hit me up. MJ's Hip Hop Connex EX across the board on every platform, and they can just reach out to me. Budget is required. Don't come to me with lunch money. There's a budget to break your record on the line.
Means you're gonna have to come out your pockets, people.
Yes, I have to make that clear.
But it's okay. It's okay to do that.
You get what you pay for. I
Right.
feel. You know what I mean? It's not
Yep.
always about the homeboy
Absolutely.
hookup. It's about it's business. We always got
Right.
to keep that in mind. And you
Right.
get what you pay for.
Because
You know.
yes, because not only are you breaking your record on the call with the DJs, but then every single DJ that's on the call gets your music forwarded to them.
Uh,
Plus the Heat DJ Coalition, your music is going to them as well.
there it
So it
is.
is definitely worth And you're getting it's DRT, so all your music is tracked, and every artist should be registered with DRT so they can
Hmm.
see where their spins are going.
Hmm.
So it's definitely beneficial.
Nice, nice.
See,
Absolutely.
this is where I feel that independent artists get it all the way messed up.
Mm,
Uh, It's you got to pay to play. That's it,
right.
right? And with MJ, she's gonna put you where you need to be. But
Right.
if your shit is garbage, guess what?
I will tell you.
And
Me,
it
me
ain't
too.
going nowhere.
Me too.
It's not
No.
going nowhere.
No. No.
I'm
And
not
you know
stroking
what?
no ego.
In Right. And in the beginning, it is pay to play, but it's not always going to be pay to play.
Right.
There's phases that you go through. It's not always going to be pay to play. And I think the perfect example of that is John Jakes, one of the dopest from,
Oh, that's my G
professional
right
music
there.
now. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been rocking with him forever, and I've seen, his progression, and he's not paying for nothing now. He paid his dues. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He's living off his career, and it's so beautiful to see. It's so rewarding to see. You know
Yes.
what I mean? And he's a
Yes.
perfect example.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Some people.
Monopoly fam,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
absolutely. Salute to
Some
Jigs. Yeah.
some people will never reach their full potential because they don't want to put
Nope.
that work in like he's put in. You
Absolutely.
get out what you put into it, and
Yep.
if you believe in yourself and you come with that quality like I was talking about in the beginning of the show, uh,
Yes.
the people are gonna embrace it because when you force it, it feels forced. That's
Yes.
the number one thing I
Yep.
know.
And you have to
And
invest in yourself, but you
Yeah,
have to know how to invest in yourself. That's why you
yeah,
need to have a team. You
yeah.
can't just, as an artist, invest in yourself because you're not going to invest in the right places or
Right,
in the right spots. It's why you need to have a team.
right.
mm,
You have your own machine.
Yes.
right. So that is MJ. So I'm probably going to jack this all
Savino.
the way up.
Savino.
Okay, okay, thank you. Right, because I was about to say it. I'm like Savino. I was about to say Savino, but I probably would have jacked it all the way up, all the way. No lie. Right,
Ah,
MJ Savino. Right, I probably went through an extra S or extra O or extra I on it. Right, that's
roll
the
the
way I
L
would have did it.
and rolling an L and there's no L in it.
Arrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrryou so that they can implement your services and what they're
Yes.
doing because I think it's super duper important because I think that you are super duper honest and you deliver what you say you're going to deliver.
Yes. Absolutely. And again, I have to because it's my stamp at the end of the day. I'm not going to have myself looking stupid out here in the industry. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because as a woman in the industry, you have to work 10 times harder than a man in the industry.
Right.
So, yeah.
Is that
But
really
MJ's
true?
Hip Hop, yes, absolutely.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. All
Yes.
right. I'm just asking. It was just a question. I got nothing but daughters, so I was just trying to figure that one out. I'm
So
just
go
saying.
ahead, MJ.
Absolutely.
You was
Yes.
gonna spell it out for the people.
Yeah, so it's MJ's and then Hip Hop Connex, but Connex is CONNEX. And that's on, I had to think for a minute, and that's on all social media platforms. You can Google me too. My website is
Oh shoot,
mjshiphopconnex.biz.
we can't hear her.
You
I
can't
can't
hear
hear her.
me?
I hear you.
Can you hear
I
me
don't
now?
know. I don't
Yeah,
know
I hear
what
you.
just happened. Oh
You
I
snap!
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yeah,
Oh,
You hear me?
I
that's
hear
me.
you.
But
I
go
hear you.
ahead. No,
All right,
that's
so
me.
the
Go ahead.
website is the website is mjshiphopconnex.biz. And again, you can just Google me too. I'll pop up.
There it is. For all you people who complain about not getting the correct spelling or whatever, there it
Yeah,
is.
just Google.
And just know, MJ, now you're gonna get a whole lot more independent artists that are gonna be hitting you up because a lot of them watch the show.
Yes,
So if
your
you get
show
if
is popping. I'm
so if
telling you,
you
everybody
so
loves this show.
we appreciate it. We work hard to try to keep it going.
Yes, you
But
do.
but we do get a lot of people who are, let's just say, they're struggling a little bit in the talent department. So you might get some of those stray bullets.
Oh,
Bah!
hey,
Put it like that.
yeah, hey,
It happens. It happens.
and it will
But
Yo,
we
continue to happen.
Yes, but we definitely appreciate you spending time with us and breaking it down for the people about
Me
what you do
too. Me
and
too.
explaining the process a little bit for the people, and also telling them about how to get in on the poll. Um,
Yes.
you want to give your social, or you don't want to give that to the people. Like say you try to keep a
No,
low
we can
pro.
give it. We can give it. It's fine.
Give the,
It's MJ's Hip Hop Connects EX, and that's across the board on everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, all of them.
There it is. You heard it here first.
yeah,
Yes.
and this is MJ. This is not going to be the first. Well, this is the first time.
This is the first time, but it won't be the last time.
Yo, not for nothing. It
Yes.
took like 1,000 years to get MJ to pull the
Hundreds,
plug, like,
hundreds of shows.
but we pulled the
It
plug
did. It really
into the
did.
situation, right? So we got the
Yeah, you
plug here,
pulled the plug the other day. Yeah.
right? Yeah, so we got the plug in the situation, but this ain't gonna be the last time because for those of you that don't realize is that in order to get to that next level, like MJ said, you can't do it yourself. You need a team,
No.
right? So there's the publicist, there's the marketing people, there's the artist development. MJ does a lot of these things on her own.
Right.
And not for that. I seen MJ prices. It be for the low.
I
It
know.
be for the
I
low
gotta
though.
change
It
that.
be for the low.
You gotta step that up.
I gotta
Inflation
change that shit. Yeah,
2022.
exactly. Yeah.
Right. It be
Yesterday's
for the low. I'm
price
like,
is
oh
not today's price.
Facts.
Shouts out to Joey Crack.
Yes.
yo, I be
That's
looking
right.
at MJ prices and I be like, damn, I can't even do what MJ do for that. Like for real, for real. Like I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, and I know that you plugged in and all of it worked and you able to eat off it. But
Yes.
I love it because
Yeah.
for me it's just a beautiful thing.
Thank
It's a
you.
beautiful thing. You're a beautiful person. Like,
And we love you,
Thank
MJ.
you.
We appreciate
I
you.
love you back.
yo,
Likewise.
a- and at I gotta send you my direct number because I don't even think you got my
Yes.
direct number.
I don't.
Right. Yeah,
I
I
tried
gotta
to
send
send
you
it a
that.
while ago. Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you again. But this is what it is. And some of the people that I've dealt with in the industry, they rock with you now. Like Notes 82. That's my guy. Like before he was popping, before he was doing anything that he's doing now, I had him at the
Right.
station over 4 years ago.
Wow. Okay. That's crazy. Wow.
I was actually in his suicide video that he put out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in the video, like literally in the video that he
Well, the
put
song
out.
was called
I didn't know
Suicide. He was in a
that.
suicide video.
No, yeah, the song was called Suicide, but I was
Don't
actually
confuse the people. They
in
be
the
like,
video a few years back. And
Oh, wow. Okay.
is why I look a little different now because I'm 115 pounds lighter than when I was in
Wow.
the video.
Okay.
But we ain't even gonna talk about that.
Right.
Uh, I'm losing weight and feeling great. I'm just saying
uh,
that's how we gonna do
There
that.
you go.
talk your
Yeah,
There you
shit, P.
go.
yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Is it?
Ah,
That's all I
ah.
got. Y'all got nothing else. But yo, MJ, man,
MJ,
are you are the plug. You are
you are the plug, MJ.
absolutely
The plug.
the, the outlet.
Thank
Like I
you.
don't even
Thank
know what to
you.
call you. I think you literally should be the PowerPoint. Like for real. Like
Too
because
much.
you do it the way that you do it.
The
and
hip
you
hop
do it,
nucleus.
Yes.
it's just like it's like you don't know MJ. Where the fuck you been?
Oh, it's crazy.
It's
Like
amazing.
MJ
It's
is.
amazing what you know. You know what I mean? When you run into like, damn, you know MJ too? Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Like
Yeah, it
MJ,
is.
my
It's a good
homie.
feeling,
You didn't
definitely.
know.
Right?
For real, for real.
It's definitely a
But
good feeling. It really is.
no, but you are super dope, and I appreciate what you
Thank
do
you.
for all the
Thank
artists
you.
from
Thank
the
you.
beginning stages to even the people that you deal with
Right.
upscale level, right? Is moving up, you're
Right.
able to do that and operate
Yeah.
the way that you
It's
do, but still maintain that humbleness, which is awesome.
you have to. You have to. Absolutely. Because in
Keep
a
doing
blink of an
keep
eye, everything can be gone.
keep your feet on their necks, MJ.
Absolutely. With my Tim's on.
That's what's up. Brooklyn.
You got the Tim's on, you got the tree stamp on the side of the boot. That is
Yeah.
awesome. Yo,
All right.
you
Yes.
gotta love it.
Yes.
All right,
But
MJ.
yeah, so thank you for coming on. We love you.
Thank you for
We
having me.
appreciate you. Yo, you got 1,001 flowers. Shout out to
Thank you.
everybody that checks out WEMSradio.com because MJ posts and she puts up new artists all the time. So make sure she's everywhere.
Yes.
Like if you didn't know about MJ, you gonna know today.
They know
They know
now.
now. They know it now.
They know now, damn it.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
Thank
All
you
Shout
right.
out
so
to
much, gentlemen. I
All
appreciate
right,
you.
all right, MJ.
all
Take
right. Have
care.
a great night.
That's the heart. That's the heart and soul of the spot right there.
Yo, for real, because she brings a lot of stuff to the table. A lot of stuff to the
A lot of the big names y'all seen on here: Fredro Starr, Billy Dan's, Speech. Didn't we get Speech on once?
yeah.
Oh, we supposed
Like we asked so many people.
because
So what we going to do? And I
MJ
think
is very
I need to
responsible.
play the top 5. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the top 5 of the week again, and then we gonna get into the old school. Did we get into the old school joint? Yeah. No, we didn't get into the
Nah,
old
you
school
didn't play.
joint
Nah,
yet.
you didn't play the old school. You played the new school joint. You said you was gonna play that twice, but then you didn't. You haven't played the old school or the and you played the top 5 once already.
Right. But I'm gonna play the top 5 again for
Okay.
those that wasn't plugged in, so
All
you can
right.
listen to it again. You heard? Here we go. It's the gang.
I dropped out of school when I was 2 years old. Changed my own diaper, went on the road. Partied every night in the playpen. Put a bitch in there with me, nigga, I'm scraping. Now I'm a grown man, run around like Usain Bolt. Rambo knife in the booth when I lay my votes. Can't front, yo, I did a few lines of coke. Then I slammed Jenna Jameson, lit up a smoke.
Yeah, you never know a better flower. It's a daily show like Trevor Noah. The money used to talk, now it scream at me. Paper bags make them all wanna squeeze at me. Colder than the Iceman Bobby Drake. Cause showing niggas love only got me hate. I'm straight out of Park Hill, really the squad's ill. We showing more hands than car deal.
I had some niggas that said I would make it, my nigga, they said I would fall off. Fuck a bitch nigga, and his opinion. Safe sex, but I'm raw dog. I'ma just count up the million, just touching the ceiling, I love how it fall dog. You get one shot to make an impression, or you blow it like a side off. Or you blow it like a side off, I'ma blow it like a takeoff. Can't nobody fucking stop me, I'm the one gonna win a race, dog. If you ever take a shot by the head, I ain't one for the chase, dog. Treat a nigga like a scab, do a nigga back, get a pussy scrape, dog. Bottom feeder, now your bitch at the top, having bottom meters. Don't you act what she out, I'm about to meet her. I get money, the fuck, I don't gotta eat her. I was bumming, get fucked, I was trying to season. Hot the fact that I'm nervous, don't gotta see it. You ain't got a pussy, I ain't gotta eat it. Don't you ask me for shit, I don't gotta beat it, no, I'm lying. I just hit the gas, I never paced it with you niggas. Hit a penny, it's a butcher, wear an apron, no, you niggas. Turn them action, hold the clutcher, I ain't playing with you niggas. It won't be no fucking break if I pull
place where you run from the cops. If it's sweet and you was getting sunned on the block. Now I'm out in Vegas where the sun is too hot. Vito hit me with the 30-round drum for the Glock. My hustle game strong, the flow game meaner. Been hot since I was floating in that cocaine beamer. Graduated to that Maserati 4-seater. The streets don't love you and the hoes don't either. Respect gets earned, loyalty's demonstrated. You lose either one and the whole thing's jaded. Can't respect a man that don't ride for his family. Repeating old moves, the definition of insanity. Put my work in, I was a menace to humanity. Then I bossed up, had to find it in a man in me. Pops wasn't there, had to learn it on my own. Finally got the picture, now I'm kinging on my throne.
What? We outside with it. And if them pussies feel away, then tell them slide with it. We outside. We outside with it. And if them pussies feel away, then tell them slide with it. The level's good, we outside and it's lit. They said Harlem took an L when we ran into kids. I can't lie, Uncle different and he been on this shit. But if you ask me who won, I'ma still say the Dibs. Cause I'm the Prince of Harlem and I'm really a G. And I rock Tom Brown, I get fly like I'm E. Stick and move every Saturday, I'm switching my V. This toxic shit made a bitch scratch my car with a key. Shout out to them hustlers and them niggas throwing head cracks. Breaking knives in the spots, trying to get the bread back. Everybody say the level's good, cause I said that. I'm good east to west and all these niggas don't respect that. Whoa.
It's the rap Joe Pesci, strapped with a black chrome Desi. We created the wave, this flood of crack those levees. 50 goons on standby to pack those Chevys. I was just fucking the 40, me and the Mac go steady. Sneakers from Salvatore Ferragamo. The drip is ferocious, get you a poncho. If it's drama, we on it, I'm talking pronto. The drum get the beating on niggas like it's a bongo. Hater, you knew better, you do better. Cool V12, you smell a new leather. All blue faces, we get new cheddar. Always had one up on niggas, yeah, I'm a huge step. Wild since a young pup, the gun tuck. 450 had G-Unit, nigga, I was the young buck. The industry slept on us, they narcoleptic. The flow can't be traced, cause it was hard to sketch it. Talk about it, bro. Talk heavy and walk different. Potato on it, it spark different.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you.
I got. Go ahead. I want to comment.
I want to say this, right? With that joint right there, he was like, the potato on it is spark different. We all know that the potato was the poor man's silencer.
Yes, sir. Ask OG Bobby Johnson.
Gang.
I wanted to say Chuck Cash is wild and the Dips did not win that battle. He just said that because Jim Jones was in the song with him. Jadakiss was sitting right there. I thought that was most disrespectful, but anyway, he wrote it. I didn't. Chuck Cash, you wildin'. Anyway.
Yeah, but I think it has to do. We all know Jay.
Loyalty, it's Harlem. He got to do what he got to do. But everybody know who won that versus. I think everybody knows that.
Right.
If they don't, we know where they're from.
It is what it is.
Man, we don't even gotta revisit that shit again.
Nah, because as well as we know, as we spoke about earlier, like MJ said, artists spitting over their whole track.
It's an obvious sign that you don't remember your lyrics. That's what it says to everybody that's out there paying their money to see you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you an artist, Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight. Every time I've ever seen Gladys Knight performing on stage, live or on TV or whatever the case may be, and it's her show, always perform the song live. Vocals sound just like the record. You feel me? But always doing it live. That's what the people are paying to see. We're not paying to see you spit over the. Basically, you just playing the song for us. You just up, but you could be just up there doing the Milli Vanilli, lip syncing the words for all we know. You feel me? That's not what the people pay for. You're supposed to get up there and work a sweat and do a show. Flex your muscles.
If I came to the show to hear you just play the track, I could listen to that shit in the studio.
I can listen to it in the car. I can't. I pay money to see you spit the shit live. That's what I paid for.
right? Your voice crackling or whatever. Like
Whatever.
you know, I really want to hear that. I'm not really paying attention to your voice crackling or anything like that. To me, that's not a big deal.
It's important,
It's
man. It's
the
important.
experience,
And
right? The experience and
I'm glad.
entertainment.
And I'm glad that that happened at the verses, and I'm glad that they made a point to make light of that situation because now the bar has been raised and people understand that that's taboo. That shouldn't be a thing. You understand? Got to come better. Got to come better.
Yeah, you got to come better,
Got to
and
come better.
in the infancy of hip hop, right? We didn't have social media, so a lot of things that we were privy to were unless you was in that area or in that zip code or whatever, right? May it be the boroughs, may it be the city, may it be the East Coast, maybe whatever it is, right? However we want to play that, right? Um, Now the world is watching,
That's right.
right? And it could be just as simple as somebody streaming it from their phone, going live on their phone. Give people the experience, right? That entertainment bar has, or entertainer bar has been raised, right? Let's raise that bar because not for nothing, Big Daddy Kane still got bars.
Yep. Yep.
He can lay it down with the best of them.
Definitely.
But I appreciate the joint that he did with Arrested Development.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on there doing what he did. I was like, oh shit. That's all I can say. Like literally, when I heard it, I was like, oh shit.
And
I couldn't
don't
even
you and believe that that verse is just that opportunity of doing that, man. That exposure that opens him up to more opportunities just like that. Because like you said, you're on a worldwide stage. Everybody's seeing you, and they're like, "Damn!" They saying the same thing you saying. Damn, King still got it, man. He can hang with these. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's go get King on a put him on a collaboration or something.
he, yo, Kane could mess a whole mic up. Like I could literally like just sit there and be in awe. Just him doing something. Like no lie.
The
And
truth is,
I don't know if it was the the absolute um thing of the verses,
Mhm.
bringing the old to the new. Yeah, because the verses started when we had the world lockdown in the middle of the pandemic. That's what that was. But I think it
shout
was
out to Sweats and Timbo.
yo, but those two motherfuckers right there is geniuses, genius.
I mean,
And what they did.
it probably started as a conversation, as it does with all of us, just like what we're doing right here. It's always a conversation about, yo, what if such and such went against such and such? You know what I mean? And then, like you say, during the lockdown, it becomes more of a conversation, and it doesn't become so much a conversation as much as a reality because we got the technology to make it happen. With the Zoom calls and the stream yards and the Zoom calls and all the other video streaming services that you got now.
He
Oh,
streamed and
yeah,
all.
to talk to each other. People are like, yo, you know what? Let's just make this happen, man. We ain't gonna wait until this is over. We ain't gonna wait until it's safe to come out. We need to make some music. We need to make something happen right now. So it was out of need that something great came, man. Just like everything else we create, man, out of the dirt.
And like I said earlier, like we are resilient. We sit there and we put things on the forefront, right? A lot of times, what we see in mainstream media, because the I want to I don't want to say the financial backing ain't there,
Mm-hmm.
but we tend to look to that financial stability. So we end up falling on a lot of these platforms that are going to cut us a check, right? Right. Dave Chappelle is a staple of that,
Mhm.
right? Even Kevin Hart is a staple of that, right? We can sit there and it's like, yo, we're gonna cut you a check. All right, so I'm gonna do this way because you tell me I should do it this. You know, the new Kevin Hart special. I want to say is true something, true life or something, right? Is Kevin
So
Hart?
he got a new stand up.
No, it's not a stand up. It's a whole series. So, but it's Kevin Hart and it's wow, why I can't remember this dude name right now.
What is this on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. The dude from Blade. Wow, I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Wow,
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, right?
That's a
Wesley
series
Snipes.
or a movie? I thought it was a movie. It's a series.
No, no, it's a series. It's like 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Right.
Okay,
But it's
okay.
dope because it really plays out. Like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Right. And I want to say it's true life. I could probably be all the way off base, but it is the new Kevin Hart joint that dropped on Netflix. He did it, but he did it in a way that was dope. The ending of it, I
yeah.
was really super duper surprised. I was like, oh shit. Right. That's all I can say was oh shit at the end. And I'm
Gotcha.
not gonna give it away for nobody. I really want you to watch it and support our people. Like I think that that's super duper important that you support our people. And Kevin Hart is one of those guys that, although he might win a little bit industry, he still puts out content, just like Dave Chappelle, um, just like a lot of those comedians that we do watch, and we sit there and we look. And, wow, I put the little dude. What the fuck was his name? Um, what the fuck was that guy name? He was from Harlem, and he got
What,
signed to Dipset, and he was wearing the Bird Gang joint on his neck. Wow, what the fuck was his name?
you say he got signed to Dipset?
Yeah, he got signed to Dipset. He got signed to Dipset. Uh, he always wore cowboy
You
boots.
talking about
He was
Joel?
short as
Oh, the shortest one in Dipset.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no, 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 no. No, 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 no. He got signed to Dipset, but as a comedian. That was like one of the first times that really ever happened. Somebody, a comedian getting signed to a major
Oh, you talking
record
about Cat
label.
Williams?
Yeah,
You talking
Cat
about Cat
Williams.
Williams?
Right,
Yeah.
right. So Cat Williams, Cat Williams again is another individual that has put material out according to him. Right? He knows how to sit there and play the game.
Yeah.
He's always going to be him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I know that is a factor in us continuing to be able to move forward. Netflix is not even a company that was created in the United States of America, but they do support the black movement, which is wild.
I heard they donating 100 mil to. Hold on. Let me not get it twisted. Let me find the article. Hang on 1 second. I just saw it. P Money. They donating 100 mil to some African American. Hold on.
So why you looking up that,
Here you
right?
go. Here you go. Donate 1 million to black-led banks and financial institutions.
Oh shit. Okay.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So shouts out to Netflix for that. That's the skinny, but let's see where that money actually goes. You know how they do.
So what I want to do is because we need to get into the old school joint of the day,
Let's
and
do
you
that.
guys still play the new school joint of the day. So we're gonna get into the old school joint of the day. This is, by the way, for those of you that don't know, DJ Shawn recognized in the building on the
Always.
selection. Here we go.
for a second. I reckon I got you double checking. Then again, when to your needs did I beckon? Hold me only if you wanna get naked. Play me for the crowd only if you wanna wreck it. The name is Dress, like silk I get slick. Drop rhymes like a bass head, big flicks. Constantly. Yes, it's me, D-R-E-S. So yes, I guess unless you're fast, you can get down to serious business with this. I never boned a honey that I didn't like. I never saw a mile that I couldn't hike. I never had a spliff to make me choke. I never had a pocket that was broke. Hate no one but love only a few. Franklin Grant and yeah, Mom too. I run buck wild for self but with the crew. But then again, I thought you knew.
I heard you had the fever for the flavor.
Somebody said you had it going on.
Yo, that's a fact. Now, I will tell you, based on the Black Sheep joint and the flavor of the month, I've always had flavors of the month. Always. But it's a beautiful thing. But for some rhyme or reason, I don't know if it's because I'm light skinned or whatever. I don't know what it is, but I do appreciate my dark chocolate. I do. I do. That's just what it is.
They need that appreciation because they're very um, underrepresented individuals, let's just say. Now I see more dark skinned sisters in videos now because it's become an awareness thing too. As far as um, women are now starting to check artists about it, not just the label or whoever's the producer, whoever's in charge of the video. Now the women that are watching the videos are like, "Yo, how come you don't have some chocolate in the video? Why is it all light skin sisters? Oh, you're just trying to keep it all light and white and blah blah blah." You feel what I'm saying? Or why they all gotta have straight hair? Why you can't have? That's why you see more dreads and braids and what I mean, things in the videos now being incorporated with the women and the vixens and stuff that's doing the choreography. You gotta have that now. You gotta have a balance. You better not have just all light skinned broads in your video. Now I don't mean to call y'all broads. I just call you broads because I don't know your names individually.
All right. So what was it? Fuck. What was her name? Erica or something. You know what? We ain't gonna get into all those names.
Erica Mina?
Huh?
Erica Mina? Erica Badu? Who you talking? Erica? Ain't too many Ericas.
No. She was a video vixen in one of Jada Kiss's videos. Well, I can't even remember her name right now.
Must be Erica Mina, I guess.
No, she was a video vixen. She was in there. She popped up. She.
What video?
I can't even fucking remember.
Damn it, man.
Damn it. But none of this is scripted, by the way. I just want people to understand there ain't none of this scripted. Like we really go off the top. So it's all for the love of hip hop.
Y'all can help us sometimes, if y'all know who we talking about, just put that shit in the chat. Help your boys out.
Yeah. But it was one of those like those R&B joints or whatever. Like there's people that probably are watching this like, yo, you don't know who that.
You don't know that is.
You
And you saying video vixen? I'm trying to think of video. You talking about Gloria Velez?
Nah, it was Erica something. It was I want to say Erica, but I probably
it was a rapper named Erica. I think it was a rapper named Erica. But she said she wasn't a rapper. She was a model. Erica.
She was just a model.
Damn,
and it was damn, I don't even know. But
yeah.
it was.
But anyway.
But anyway, right. Besides all that,
yeah,
like we always gravitate to the light skinned sisters or whatever, right? Because we have been taught that is flawless. Unfortunately, right, the way I see it, right, this is me looking through my eyes, right? I see the world through my eyes. Dark skinned women are just beautiful to me. their flawlessness.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, if you ever seen a dark skinned sister in a shower,
Mm-hmm.
that shit just looks like heaven to me. That's just what it is. I don't even care what anybody else thinks. That's just the way.
Big up to all the dark skinned sisters out there, all the listeners, all the chocolate ebony queens out there, all flavors, caramel, deep chocolate, fudgesicle,
And
French vanillas, and the buttered pecans as well. You know, can't leave you out. Shouts
right,
out
we ain't gonna let
all of
nobody
the
out.
shit.
But I'm gonna tell you this, right? And me being as versed as I am with dealing with different melatonin, right? I will tell you this: the darker the sister is, the more perfect that area looks. It's like Picasso down there. Like otherwise, it look like lunch meat. The lighter you get.
I think you've just been fortunate because believe me, there's some loose labias out there, brother. It's probably some things out there that look like curtains.
Well,
Curtains
you
you
know,
gotta open up. Like Showtime with the Apollo, man, you gotta pull the fucking string and then that shit just
well, I'll
shit
tell
out there
you,
like that. Hey, but I know it's about that time, P Money, and you said you was gonna play the new school joint of the week twice, so you gotta get that off one more time before we bounce.
yeah. So we gonna get this in there one more time before we get up out of here. You heard new school joining today. DJ Shawn recognized select all day. Here we go.
We can make war, we can make money. We could get money or we could be trying to flip his case. The judge wanna see him die in the system. Cause where we grew up, we was forced to make violent decisions. I had to whip a 6 deuce up and ride with a Smith. And in real life, I'm white boy Rick, just minus the snitching.
They signing statements like they signing petitions. I had to grind on them missions. You wouldn't be allowed inside of the kitchen. We had enemies, but now most of mine isn't living. Some call it karma. I call it divine intervention.
Irish tradition, crack your head with the Jameson bottle. Scratch the numbers off a blick like I'm playing the lotto. Future money got me on the beach, faded in Cabo. This rap shit is easier than getting laid in a brothel.
Plug telling me today or tomorrow, that box gotta come, I got a gun. 24/7 is still with hollow ones. Every time I start a run, the mud is where I got it from. The raw got him searching through the rug like Joe Biden's son.
Yeah.
And that's what's really good.
And you already know, man, it's your boy Prophet Pete. You know how to follow me. It's your boy PROFIT_radio_NY. And if you need, you know what? You see that on the bottom. That's how you follow me.
Yeah, it is.
And that's it. You heard?
And of course, it's your boy. You know, you can follow me on the gram or on Twitter. On the gram, Mr. Long Version, DJ Shawn, recognized DJ SHAWNRECOGNIZE. You can also hit me on Twitter as the short version, DJ Shawn Rec, DJ SHAWNREC. But remember, only my friends call me Rec, so you better recognize.
Gang. And you already know. We out of here, y'all. Gang.